Hello, we are back, and this is my first video in a good while. I haven't done one in a pretty long time, so it's gonna be a good one, I think. I'm gonna do some first impressions for the ColourPop Double Entendre palette. I think that's how you say it. I'm not French, so I don't really know. And we're just gonna do an eye look with that to get kind of a first impression of the palette itself, how it wears, the pigmentation, how it applies, just to kind of get, you know, a little grasp on how the palette is. I'm really excited for this video. I haven't had a lot of time because I've been working quite a bit, and so I finally got a few days off, so we're just gonna get started. So I'm gonna take my glasses off. I don't have the best vision, so we'll see how this turns out. So I'm gonna start with my concealer. I'm going in with Light Ivory. This is the Wet n Wild Photo Focus Concealer. I like to use this as a base for my eyeshadow. So I just apply a little bit, and then I'm going to take this QC Academy brush. It's like a small stippling brush, and I'm just going to pat that all over my eye. Okay, now that I've done that, I'm going to take my Ben Nye Luxury Powder in Banana, and I'm just going to get a little bit, and I'm going to put this where we put that color. So I'm just going to pat that on there. That'll kind of seal everything, and then we can start our makeup look. Let me move you a little bit closer. There we go. Okay, so starting off in the palette, I think I'm gonna start with this shade right here. And this is called Extracurricular. And I'm going to go in using one of the ColourPop brushes. This is the E9. I don't remember what this was called, but it's just a little fluffy brush. It feels really nice. So I'm gonna go ahead and tap into my shadow. Wow, it's really pigmented. And we're just gonna hit that on the crease. And I'm just gonna do windshield wiper motions. I don't really know what kind of look I'm gonna do, so we're just gonna try. So first thing I am noticing about the brush is it's very stiff. So it'd probably be best used to deposit the color and then use a lighter fluffy brush to blend out the color. So this is my e.l.f. brush. This is the blending brush from e.l.f. I think it was like $3. So I'm just gonna blend what we made. Okay. I do like this crease brush. It makes it to where it picks up a lot of pigment, so you can kind of pack it into your crease and then blend it out with a fluffier brush. So now I'm going to go into Hard. I'm going to tap that. So far, so good. I really like the pigment on these eyeshadows. They're very pigmented, as you can see. I'm so excited to get into these shadows. Whew. And the blend doesn't have to be perfect right now because we're going to go in and darken it up anyway. Just kind of, I'm just taking it in a windshield wiper, and then I'm just kind of circling around. Okay, now that we're done with that, I'm gonna go back in with that crease brush, and I'm gonna go into Teddy Bear, this one right here. Just darken up that corner. Yeah, I really like this to pack on pigment. This works really well. And then I can just take and blend it out with this. Yeah, this is a pretty eyeshadow. It's just like a warm chocolate brown. I digs. Okay, now I'm gonna go in with my favorite, this one right here, which is Hot Bod. It's this warm brown with gold flecks. I've been waiting for this eyeshadow forever. This was part of the appeal of the Toasted palette from Tarte, was it had this brown eyeshadow with these gold flecks, and I was like, oh my gosh, I would spend the $45 just for that eyeshadow. It's very unique in my opinion. You don't see a lot of them. Oh yes. Oh yes, very pretty. Okay, so once I have an idea of where I'm going with this, I'm just gonna continue to blend. Continue to blend. And once I'm done with this video, I'll upload it immediately so you guys can watch it and give me some opinions of what you think. Now I'm going to go in with, I think I'm going to go in with Locked and Loaded, this kind of vanilla shade. Oh, it's a little yellow. It might work. We'll try it out. Oh yeah, that's pretty. We're just going to hit our brow bone with that. Yeah, that's really pretty. I like that. Okay, so now we're going to go on the bottom and do everything we did on the top. So we're taking that first salmony color. We're just going to hit the bottom of that. Then I'm going to go in with that reddish brown color and hit the bottom with that. And then I'm going to go in with this dark brown, and I'm just going to hit half of my lash line on the bottom, because I want that to be where we have the most definition. And then I'm going to take the brown with the gold flecks and hit that on the half of my lash line. Give it some dimension. Yeah. Okay, so I recently got the Supernova shadow from ColourPop. This is Walk of Fame. So I'm just going to tap that in the center. We're just going to see what happens. Ooh, that's really pretty. I like that. These are pretty nice, and this is no primer. Keep that in mind. I wonder how it would apply with primer, but I'll let you guys know later how we feel about it. And we're just gonna finish blending. And then I'm gonna go back in with that salmon color and just kind of marry everything together. I kind of want to see how the supernovas build up, so I'm going to put one more layer on. Oh wow. Well, they definitely build. That is a definite. That is really pretty. Give it, well, I got some glitter on my, but you can definitely see how glossy it is. Oh yeah, that is very pretty. Okay, so now we're gonna move on to eyebrows. I'm using my beloved Black and Brown ColourPop eyebrow pencil. And I'm just going to fill it in and build the shape of my brow. So I do it starting from the bottom. And then I'll go in with my brow powder. This is my Wet n Wild Ultimate Brow Kit in Ash Brown. This is my go-to, and I use this bottom, as you can tell, because I've definitely hit pan. And I'm just going to fill in what we carved out. Pardon the sirens. I live across the street from a fire department. So, yeah. Okay, so once we have that, now we're gonna just fill. So I used the ColourPop brow gel, the brow boss gel or whatever. The last brow gel I used was the Anastasia Beverly Hills brow gel, which made your brows really stiff and really held your brows in place. Now, the ColourPop one, I've noticed, doesn't get stiff. It stays very smooth, so I'm curious to see how well it lasts. It's definitely going to be a brow day that's not going to cooperate. I can feel it in my bones. Like, I just know that I'm really gonna have to work to get these brows looking decent today. I'm hoping they'll pull together, but it's not looking good. Not gonna lie, I had high hopes, and they kind of got shot down. That's okay. That's good enough. So I'm gonna go ahead and go in with that brow gel. It's white, which had me really confused. I'm like, is it gonna dry down clear? Is it gonna hold? Like, I have so many questions, so we'll just have to see what happens, I guess. Normally, I like to do my brows a little fluffier, where they don't look so matte and smooth, but that's alright. They'll be okay for now. Okay, so now I'm going to go ahead and go in with my liner. I'm going to attempt wings. This is my Voluminous Liner Noir from L'Oreal. It's a felt tip. I'm interested to see how it applies over the, oh wow, it applied really well. I was kind of nervous if it would apply weird due to the liquid eyeshadow, but this is very black matte, and it applies really well. I really like it because the felt tip is very pointed and sharp, and so it gives you a lot of control with your wings, because I am not a master at winged eyeliner. It is just not my forte, and so I need something that gives me control to do it. So yeah, it's covering right over that, so that actually works out really nicely. I like how matte it is, and I like how dark it is. I'm just trying to even these out. The one on the right is a little more sharp. Okay, that's good. Okay, now I'm going to go in with this e.l.f. It's an e.l.f. lock-on liner and brow gel. So I'm going to actually use it as an eyeliner since it says liner and brow gel. So let's see. I did not like it as a brow gel. I'll be straight up honest. it just made my brows look really fake, and I did not care for that. So let's see how it applies as a liner. I'm just going to hit it on the bottom here. Oh, okay. It's very pigmented. Wow, very pigmented. Okay. Let's show you a little. Yeah, see, one swipe. Very, very, very pigmented, which is good. I like pigmented eyeliners, so we'll see how it wears. I have very sensitive eyes, and they water quite a bit, so we shall see how it holds up. I lost the lid. No, I didn't. It's right here. I'm losing my mind. Oh, nope, that's not the lid. I did lose the lid. That's okay. We find it later. Okay. So, moving on. So, well, I have a little bit of shadow that didn't get blended. We'll fix that. Okay, so let's move on to the face. First impressions of the palette. I really like it. The eyeshadows blend really nicely. They're very pigmented, so this is definitely a win for me. Okay, so moving on to the face, I'm going to start with this, the Clinique Super Balanced Makeup in Cream Chamois. I'm not a French expert, so if I'm butchering that, I apologize. Cream Chamois 04. It looks like this. The only thing I don't like about this foundation is it does not have a pump, and I love pumps. I've worn this foundation several times at this point, and it works really nicely with my skin. I have very oily skin, and this claim is the Smart Makeup Base absorbs oil where oil control is needed, moisturizes where hydration is needed, slips onto skin easily, oil free. So it definitely holds to its claims. It definitely keeps me, you know, matte and dry, and I like that. But if you are not oily, I would not suggest it. So I don't have any, I just pretty much use my fingers most of the time. I used to use a brush to do my foundation, but I just didn't like that I kept getting brush strokes, and I've tried beauty blenders and I don't like them because I don't feel like I get the coverage I want out of those, so I just stick to my fingers. It works pretty well. Okay, and so now I'm going to go in with my ColourPop No Filter Concealer in Light 20. I really like this concealer. It is very pigmented, as you can see. And it works really well. And I'm just going to dab a little in that area just because I have some hyperpigmentation that likes to get a little dark. And so we're just going to blend. This is a QC Academy brush. I'm not quite sure. It's like a pointed foundation brush, but I use it to set my stuff, blend my concealer out. It works really nicely, which would probably be a nice foundation brush as well, so maybe I'll try that one day. Oh, clean that up a little bit. My eyeliner started running. And I've got some breakouts around my mouth as well, so not my mouth, but my nose. Gotta love this time of year. Woo woo! Okay, so now I'm going to go in with my Real Techniques brush. This is a setting brush, and that's exactly what I use it for. I'm going to take some of my banana powder, my midnight. Now, I am not the type of person that likes to powder my actual face. I think it makes me look very cakey, and so I just use setting powder for underneath my eyes. So once we have that done, we can move on to bronzer. And it's no lie, I love the Physicians Formula Butter Bronzer. It is bomb.com. If you have not used it, go get you some. And I'm taking this Real Techniques brush. It's the sculpting brush. And I just kind of, oh wow, it's super pigmented. It wasn't, I scratched the first layer off of this, which I hadn't done, and it definitely bumped it up several notches. So I'm just going to take this contour brush by Real Techniques, and we're just going to smooth this into the skin. Yeah, it definitely was not this pigmented before, so tip for you, if you ever notice that your eyeshadows or your blushes or your bronzers aren't performing like they should, you can always scratch that first layer off, which is like the film on top of it, and it'll expose the true color, which is what I did with this bronzer, and it worked really well. So now I'm going to go in with my ColourPop bronzer. This is the Knockout palette, Knockout palette, and gonna go in with this bronzing shade. And we're just gonna warm up the face. Just hit those cheekbones. And hit the temples. And underneath the neck is where I like to apply it. And then I'm going to go in with some blush. I'm probably going to do a cool tone blush. So I'm just going to go in with this Tarte Party. It's Paarty. Amazonian Clay 12-Hour Blush. And it's just a very neutral, soft pink. And I'm taking my Real Techniques blush brush. And I'm just going to hit the apples of my cheeks and kind of blend it out with my contour. Very pretty blush. Very natural. If you're not into really extravagant pigmented blushes, that's definitely a good option for you. Now I'm going to go in with my favorite part. If anyone knows me, they know that I am a highlighter fanatic. I'm going to go in with my Anastasia Beverly Hills So Hollywood Illuminator with my e.l.f. highlighting brush. I'm just going to tap. And we're just going to hit the high points of the face. I like this because it gives me a very soft glow, but it also gives me a base to apply the second highlighter I'm going to apply. Because I am a highlighting freak. Okay, once I have that first glow, then I like to take on my finger the ColourPop Flexitarian Super Shock Cheek Pearlized Highlighter. One swipe. One friggin' swipe. And I'm going to highlight. I like applying both because, like I said, it gives me, not this highlighter is a little icy, and it gives me, the Anastasia one gives me a very golden glow, and then I can pop this on top just to give it a little spark, and it doesn't look icy or wintry on my skin. Otherwise, this highlighter is way too light for my skin. But it's very pretty. Okay, once I've done with that, I'm going to use some setting spray. This is the Hard Candy Matte Sheer Envy Mattifying Setting Spray. And it claims... It doesn't claim anything. I thought it had claims, but it doesn't. Oh, yeah. Helps to control oil and helps to minimize pores. So, I do about 10 squirts. I really like this setting spray. Not only does it bring out my highlighter, but it also keeps my makeup intact pretty well. So I'm going to do my mascara now. This is the Superhero It Cosmetics Mascara Elastic Stretch Volumizing Mascara in Super Black. And I'm just going to pop that on my eyes. Everyone has a beautiful mascara face. Yeah, so far I really like the liquid eyeshadow as well. They are definitely staying put, and they're very pigmented, very glossy, very shiny. I really enjoy that. Now, as far as the wear on them is going to be, we'll just have to see, because like I said, I have very greasy eyelids, and so we'll just have to see how it wears. And I'm just applying a second coat. And it looks like my eyeliner is a little thick on one side. It's not even, so I'm going to even that out real quick. That's better. Alrighty. And so now I'm going to move on to lips. I purchased the ColourPop Ultra Glossy Lip in Lazy. And it's like LAY-Z. Really cute name. And I'm going to use that with my ColourPop K Lip Liner. I'm just going to rub my lips together and then apply another layer just to kind of even everything, we smooth it out. And I'm going to go in with the lip gloss. Oh yeah. Very pretty nude lip gloss. it's almost like a bronzy nude with some gold reflex in it. It's really pretty, and I think it really complements this look. So yeah, that is the completed look. Let me get you up a little closer so y'all can see it. I just take my hand and I blend out anything that might have harsh lines afterwards. But yeah, that is the final look. So yeah, definitely subscribe to my channel. I'm going to start doing videos more often for you guys. So if there's anything you want to see, please feel free to follow me on Instagram. My Instagram handle is Charity's Makeup Oasis. That is CHARITYSMAKEUPOASIS. So please follow me, please subscribe, let me know what you guys think about this look, let me know what you want to see in the future, and yeah, that's all for now, so take care and God bless.